Sure. We really seen some great progress out of our returning runners. We have our two senior captains, John Dyke and Tommy Gorman. John's a 4-year runner for us and has just been a solid foundation for us all throughout the fall so far. And he's really came into camp with some good fitness and has been really taken a hold of the leadership position. Has done a great job with as many new guys as we have. He's really done a great job getting them to be part of the program. Tommy Gorman is really a terrific young man also. He's a member of our ROTC here on campus and spent a spectacular summer in preparation for what happens after this year in ROTC, and also comes into camp with good fitness and has a lot of leadership experience already and has already demonstrated that this fall. They'll be leaders for us on the course, but more importantly, they've been leaders for us just around campus and showing our young guys about how to do things. Sean Gustafson has dealt with an injury this summer, and he's returning to run now, and has done a great job with a very difficult situation for an athlete. He might be our fastest guy, and he's not really been able to run fast all the time yet so far this fall, but he's handled it very well and will really be a big addition. But it's going to be a slow process for him to come back, that's for sure. And then Bennett Diggs is a sophomore, is a second-year runner for us, has been a great, has came into camp with great fitness and has shown that you don't have to be a senior captain to be a leader. He's led us in workouts, he's led us with his attitude, and I'm really excited to see all of our guys run, and I'm excited to see what Bennett will do this Friday as we start our meet schedule. We'll start with David Lohman as one of our new guys. David is a sophomore actually, and last fall we talked, and David is a runner. He runs whether it's part of cross country or not. And well, his issue though is he'd been a soccer player for many years and had knee injury that derailed that a bit. And he's still a runner though. And last fall he was still recovering from that knee injury and wasn't on completely solid footing for that. By spring, he was able to participate in our distance track program and showed some of the potential that really makes it look like he could really be a good competitor for us this fall. He's came into this fall in shape. He's came into this fall with a good attitude, and that experience in track will help him in our first meet on Friday, and he'll be a top competitor for us. Now, our 4 freshmen come from around Virginia, and we'll start with our local guy, Justin Stimson. Justin had a tremendous end to his track season last year. Is running really fast, and also comes in as one of our leaders in practice. He can lead our workouts. He's been a good freshman for us, and really happy to have him here. His brother just graduated last spring, and he's been around campus some, so it seems like he's pretty comfortable with what's going on, and he's certainly comfortable in our program so far. Ryan Haney comes from the Richmond area and also had a good track season this spring, and has really started running better in the last few days. He had a slight injury right when the season started, ran through it, and has been, I expect him to show some real development as the year goes on and be one of our contenders for a scorer for us as the season goes on. We've got 2 guys from the east side of the state. We've got Adam Buell and Tysho Miller, and both those guys, actually, when we were talking to them earlier, they had already known each other a bit just from running against each other in that part of the state, and so that made that a bit easier for them when they came here, and they've been good competitors in practice also. One thing I'd say about our group so far is they are a pack in practice. When we run 400, somebody has to run hard to be out in front of everybody else, and those 2 guys are part of that also. I really like the way our schedule has lined up this year. You know, it changes so much from year to year with who hosts, and really what we look toward is what is our conference meet course going to be like. This year it's at Roanoke and it's flat. Visited the course, it's flat, and it's been really fortunate for us that we've been able to schedule a season where we run mostly flat courses, really in preparation for that. So we'll go to the ODAC conference pre-meet here in a few weeks, and we'll get a chance to see that course. But before we do that, we'll start off again this year going to Bridgewater College, and the coaching staff there does a great job of hosting the meet on a flat course. Last year we went there and it was so hot, and guys that went there and ran really have a strong feeling that they want to go back and do that better. And we've set our goals for what we want to do there. But we'll start at Bridgewater, and then just it's interesting for our guys. After their summer of training, we're running a meet here just 10 days after we got to campus. So it'll be a training meet for us, but we also have expectations for how we run. And then what we've got is 2 5Ks to start with. There's a new meet Eastern Mennonite is hosting next Friday that will give us another 5K at the start of the season to work on our speed and work on our fitness. And then our 8Ks begin with the ODAC preview meet. Then we have 2 8Ks in North Carolina against some really fun competition. There'll be really big meets with, I looked at our Queen City invite in North Carolina, and right now it has 42 teams. So to me, that's just tremendous fun. You always have somebody around you when you're running, and there's going to be people in front of you and people behind you, and it's just really fun. And we have another 8K called the Vert Cross invite near Winston-Salem and at High Point College, and that would be a fairly large meet also. And we'll see Division III schools, Division II schools, NAIA schools. There might be a couple Division I's in there, and it's just those will be really a couple really fun meets to really work on our 8K fitness before we finally on November 2nd go to Roanoke again to compete in our ODAC championship. I think our goals and expectations are both individual and team. As we look at this particular season, I think we're more able to talk about time than in years past that you might have been able to because of the nature of our courses. They're flat, so you can have an expectation for what the times might actually be. And we've worked on that in training. We've talked about it. So we have some more time goal-oriented things that we're working on. And this Friday will be a chance for us to measure that. These, we'll look at our season as a series of performance goals where we're going to see what we can do in each of the meets. We'll set goals for each of the meets and see what we're doing to advance toward those goals. If we don't reach them, we'll get a chance to see what part of the race was it our endurance, was it our cardiovascular fitness. So we're going to approach it more like that. And then our outcome, what we're calling our outcome goal at the end of the year will be the ODAC championship, and each of those performance goals will be a step toward reaching that outcome goal. And those will be time-based, and we'll make those adjustments to the times as we go through the season for our individual guys. And as a team, what we're looking for is we lost a tremendous performer in Lewis Brooks last year, one of the ODAC's premier runners over the last 4 years, as well as 2 other really quality seniors. That means that with losing Lewis's time, for us to average as well as we did last year, we'll have to have more depth. And we've got it. Like I mentioned, when we train, our guys are in a pack, and if someone wants to be out in front of that pack, they have to work really hard. So in terms of time, we're going to have more depth across the board. And if we do run in the pack, that sometimes can help you with placing just by having all the numbers similar to each other when you come across the line. Now, how far we can advance toward what times we can run will ultimately decide where we finish. And then again, we have a very fast conference. So when we're talking about our goals, we know what we can do, but we don't have any control over how fast the rest of our conference members will go. But it'll be fun to run with them and see what we can do. I was really fortunate last year to start with 3 seniors that were just tremendous people, tremendous leaders in our program, all 4-year runners. And Betsy Leonard also as the former coach, who's right there as our swim coach and in the fitness center, and I could just lean on those guys so much as I started off my time here. And then this year I just really feel fortunate that we've got just a tremendous group of guys. Our young guys have come in, tremendous young people, tremendous teammates. They're competitive and they're good students. And I just, that's one of the great things about cross country is cross country is full of athletes like that. And really feel fortunate to be here with them, and then to be part of such a supportive athletic team here with our athletic director, our sports information personnel. Everyone's so supportive and together. I just really feel fortunate to be in this position, and I'm proud to represent Hampden-Sydney, and I'm proud to have our guys represent them.